Ms. Telma, idugtong rin natin kay Asec Kabigting. Since you've been discussing it quite extensively na po, nakikita rin niyo po ba that this will be one of the better parang way natin to mitigate the impact or to cushion the impact rather of the crisis in Western countries? And you might want to expound also, ano po ang nakikita nating immediate na magiging impact nitong crisis ng Western countries, particularly sa United States of America?
Pinag-usapan po yun talaga ng mga ministro sapagkat natatakot nga dahil medyo nayanig po ang pamilihang pandaigdig nung malaman na yung mga Amerikano, ang locomotive of growth ng buong daigdig, siya po'y tinatamaan at nahihirapan. Sabi nga ng mga ministro, number one, huwag tayong gagalaw na lalong mayanig. No? Sabi ng ministro ng Inchik, hindi namin bebenta yung papel ng Amerikano. These are papers na talaga umutang yung Amerikano sa Inchik. Kapag binenta ng Inchik lahat yung papel na yan, habulan yan pababa and everybody will sell US debt. And then maggugulo talaga yung merkado. Sabi ng Inchik, ito po yung commitment namin. Hindi natin gagawin yung mga ganyan. We will face this together and help one another. We will provide a little more credit to the US to help them get over this. In the meantime, the relationships with ASEAN have opened lots of new markets. And these new markets are the ones that will save us, as the Usec had already very clearly stated. No? Kapag dependent ka on one economy, then pag bumagsak yan, at tangay ka talaga. Kailangan may diversification, as any businessman knows. So, you look at the trade numbers. Then you have, for instance, China. Okay? We have a free trade agreement with China. Before we had that free trade agreement, the Philippines was running a deficit against China. They were selling more to us than we were selling to them. It was erratic trade, and the deficit was running between $400 million and $600 million on certain years. When we entered into that FTA, we were just negotiating, abay pataas na po yung negosyo natin. China became our fastest growing market, at certain points growing by 70% versus the previous year. And what we had was suddenly, consistently, the Philippines was in surplus against China. And that surplus was running from year 2003, and it peaked at $1.7 billion in our favor in 2007. Of course, since then, we've had the difficulties of 2008, 2009. We rebounded in 2010. But as the Usec had pointed out, China is still amongst our powerful markets this particular year, 2011. And when you spread it out that way, then there is less dependence, there is greater stability. Ika nga sa basketball, kung yung 5 on the floor mo, nag-score ng 10 or more, mas mabuti yan kesa sa isang star na nag-30 points for the game and nobody else is scoring. So that is what we're doing in ASEAN.
Okay, siguro mahingan din natin, Maju, ng statement or kanilang ano naman.
Your take,
What
sir,
is the
no?
take
Si
of NEDA on this?
Assistant Director General Majuca.
Tungkol naman ho sa usapin ng impact sa Philippine economy ng US credit rating downgrade, ini-estimate po namin sa NEDA na maliit lang naman po talaga yon. Ito ay pumapatak lamang na 0.11% of GDP. So napakaliit po yon. 0.11%, wala pa po yung 0.5% of GDP. Kasi po, tatama po yun through dun sa tinatawag nilang trade channel kasi mag-i-slow down yung US economy more than expected at saka dun sa remittance channel. Kaya ho dun sa aming mga econometric models, quantitative models, in-estimate namin na mga 0.11% lang yun ng GDP. At importante ho na ikalma natin ang merkado, na ang gobyerno, kaya nga ho yun sila Bernanke sa Amerika, they try to calm the markets para yung mga indirect effects ay hindi mangyari. Ngayon tungkol naman ho dun sa ASEAN, tama, nag-agree po kami doon sa sinabi ng ating mga kasama sa DTI. Malaking bagay ho yung ASEAN integration. Kasi ho yung mga studies, tawag nila computable general equilibrium studies, ang impact ng ASEAN integration tsaka regional integration, yun lang tinatawag na the trade creation effects alone kasi magiging single market yan tsaka production base. Hindi mo na bibilangin yung reduction of transaction cost, wag mo na bilangan yung efficiency gains through better productivity, competition, R&D, yung mga ganon-ganon. Yun na lang, bilangin mo na lang yung trade creation effects. Ang lumalabas sa mga pag-aaral, pwede hong yung ASEAN integration, yung Philippine impact niyan, pwede mag-increase ng Philippine exports ng 45.5%. At saka yung ating GDP, pwede mag-increase ng 3.2%. Ngayon, yung sa impact naman dun sa trade services, kasi ho yung ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint, kasama rin yung services dyan, hindi lang dun sa goods trade. That will likely expand, according to studies, CGE studies, 4.3% in utilities and construction sectors, and 7.4% in the trade and transport sector. At doon naman sa FDI, kasi kasama rin yung investment sa ASEA, at tinatawag nilang investment integration part ng ASEAN Economic Community, pwede mag-increase ng FDI ng Pilipinas to as much as 57.4 billion, 57.4 from 17.1 in 2006. So, yun po. Kaya agree po kami dun sa DTI. Pwede rin nating gamitin yung na yun. Pati din yung mga industry clustering among MSMEs, pati yung aggressively promoting yung ating export investment promotion under the Philippine Export Development Plan. Pati din yung ating local, pwede rin nating yung mga one town, one product, epektibo din po yun. Tsaka yung public infrastructure natin para to invigorate the local economy, community-based employment programs, conditional cash transfer. So, baka mas malaki pa ho yung epekto ng mga programa na yan kaysa dun sa maliit na kinakatakot ng iba dun sa US credit rating downgrade.